Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says youth will lead the new manufacturing revolution to make India a manufacturing hub. Centre issues guidelines for celebrities and influencers on social media platforms to ensure that audiences are not misled by their endorsements. Reserve Bank of India launches mission to popularise use of digital payment among people. Strong healthcare support and emergency infrastructure to be created for pilgrims of Char Dham Yatra, says Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya. And in Women's Premier League, match between Mumbai Indians and Royal Challengers Bangalore underway in Mumbai. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the government is working on a concrete strategy to generate direct and indirect employment in the country. Addressing a Rozgar Mela at Gandhinagar in Gujarat through a video message today, the Prime Minister reaffirmed the government's commitment to providing jobs to youth. He added that the government is focusing on generating employment through the manufacturing sector, infrastructure and developmental projects and by encouraging self-employment.
हमारा फोकस रहा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर और विकास परियोजनाओं के माध्यम से अधिकतम रोजगार बढ़ाने पर। हमारा फोकस रहा मैन्युफैक्चरिंग को बढ़ावा देकर के रोजगार के नए अवसर उपलब्ध कराना। हमारा फोकस रहा स्वरोजगार के लिए देश में सही वातावरण बनाने और नौजवानों को बिना गारंटी आर्थिक मदद देने पर।
Mr. Modi stated India will soon become a manufacturing hub and the youth will lead the new manufacturing revolution. He also stressed the role of ITI in providing skills to the youth. Mr. Modi lauded the Gujarat government's efforts to provide government jobs to more than 2 lakh youth in the last 5 years. Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel handed over appointment letters to nearly 2,530 new recruits of Class 2 and 3 of state and subordinate service at the Rozgar Mela. Addressing the new recruits, CM Bhupendra Patel said the government is committed to provide jobs to the youth through a transparent recruitment process. State Chief Secretary Raj Kumar was also present on the occasion. Prime Minister Modi chaired a high-level meeting to review the preparedness to deal with hot weather conditions in the coming summer season. The Prime Minister was briefed by the India Meteorological Department on the weather forecast and upcoming monsoon season. He was also briefed about the impact of weather on rabi crops and expected yield of major crops. The efforts made to monitor irrigation water supply, fodder and drinking water supply were also reviewed during the meeting. The Prime Minister was briefed about the preparedness of states and hospital infrastructure in terms of availability of required supplies and preparedness for emergencies. The Prime Minister directed that separate awareness material must be prepared for different stakeholders including citizens, medical professionals, municipal and panchayat authorities and disaster response teams. It was also instructed to incorporate some multimedia lecture sessions in schools to sensitize children on dealing with extreme heat conditions. Mr. Modi directed India Meteorological Department to issue daily weather forecasts in a manner which can be easily interpreted and disseminated. The Centre has released a set of guidelines for celebrities, influencers and virtual influencers on social media platforms. The guidelines called Endorsements Know-Hows aims at ensuring that individuals do not mislead their audiences when endorsing products and services and that they are in compliance with the Consumer Protection Act. The guidelines state that endorsements must be made in simple, clear language and terms, including advertisement, sponsored, collaboration and paid promotion can be used. The Department of Consumer Affairs said individuals must not endorse any product and service that they have not personally used, experienced or in which due diligence has not been done by them. The Prime Minister will attend the swearing-in ceremony of the Meghalaya Democratic Alliance government in Shillong tomorrow. National People's Party Chief Conrad K. Sangma will take oath as Chief Minister of Meghalaya for the second time. He successfully led his party to a victory, bagging 26 of the 59 seats in the recently held elections and garnered the support of over 45 members of different parties to form the government. In Nagaland, Y. Patten has been re-elected as the leader of BJP Legislature Party, and he will hold the post of Deputy Chief Minister of the state. Talking to media at Kohima, BJP National Spokesperson and Nagaland in charge Nalin Kohli said Y. Patten was unanimously elected as leader of the BJP Legislature Party. He added that State BJP President Temjan Imna Long proposed the name of Patten, and the two senior legislators Jacob Simomi and Paibang Konyak seconded. In Tripura, Dr. Manik Saha has been elected leader of the legislature party this evening. Later, Dr. Saha, along with state party chief Rajiv Bhattacharjee and senior party leader Sambit Patra, called on the governor Satyadev Narayan Arya at Raj Bhavan and staked claim to form the next government. Dr. Saha will be taking oath as the Chief Minister of Tripura for the second consecutive time on Wednesday. In the recently concluded Assembly election, the BJP-IPFT alliance have won 33 seats out of the total 60 seats in the Tripura Legislative Assembly, thereby retaining power in the northeastern state. A special Delhi court has remanded former Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi and Aam Aadmi Party leader Manish Sisodia to judicial custody till the 20th of this month. Sisodia is an accused in a corruption case relating to Excise Policy 2021-22. Special Judge M.K. Nagpal passed the order after the CBI Council said they are not seeking the extension of his CBI custody at present. Sisodia was arrested on the 26th of last month following interrogation by the CBI in the liquor policy case. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh exhorted the Navy to continue focusing on futuristic capability development to effectively overcome the emerging security challenges in the maritime domain. He reviewed the operational capabilities of the Indian Navy during the Naval Commanders Conference held aboard India's first indigenous aircraft carrier, INS Vikrant, today. He interacted with the naval commanders and witnessed the operational demonstrations at sea, highlighting the Navy's capability to undertake multidimensional missions towards safeguarding the maritime interests of the country. The Chhattisgarh government has decided to increase the allowance of Anganwadi workers from 6,500 to 10,000 rupees. The allowances of assistants, home guard personnel, midday meal cooks and village kotwars has also been increased. Presenting the budget, Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel also announced that an allowance of 2,500 rupees will be given to unemployed youth aged 18 to 35 years whose annual family income is less than 2.5 lakh rupees. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The Prime Minister has asserted that making treatment affordable in the country has been the top priority of the government. He said the focus is on the maximum use of technology in the health sector as the role of technology is continuously increasing in making healthcare affordable and accessible. Mr. Modi stated this while addressing the post-budget webinar on health and medical research today.
डिजिटल हेल्थ आईडी के माध्यम से हम देशवासियों को टाइमली हेल्थ केयर की सुविधा देना चाहते हैं। ई संजीवनी जैसे टेली कंसल्टेशन के प्रयासों से घर बैठे ही 10 करोड़ लोग डॉक्टरों से ऑनलाइन कंसल्टेशन का लाभ ले चुके हैं। अब 5G टेक्नोलॉजी की वजह से इस सेक्टर में स्टार्टअप के लिए भी बहुत संभावनाएं बन रही हैं।
Mr. Modi noted the absence of an integrated long-term vision for health for many decades, saying the centre has not confined healthcare to the Health Ministry alone, but has emphasized on the whole of the government approach. The Reserve Bank of India, RBI, today launched the mission Har Payment Digital on the occasion of the Digital Payments Awareness Week, DPAW 2023. This is part of RBI's endeavour to make every person in India a user of digital payments. DPAW 2023 will be observed from the 6th to the 12th of March 2023. The campaign theme is Digital Payment Apnao, Auron ko bhi sikhao, adopt digital payments and also teach others. RBI Governor Shaktikant Das said Har Payment Digital is aimed at reinforcing the ease and convenience of digital payments and facilitating onboarding of new consumers into the digital fold. Various campaigns highlighting the digital payment channels available are being planned by the banks and non-bank payment system operators. This will further encourage and support the adoption of digital payments in the country, he added. He informed that payment systems in India have witnessed over 1,000 crore transactions every month since December 2022. The government is soon going to create a strong health support and emergency management infrastructure for the pilgrims embarking on Char Dham Yatra from across the country. This will be a 3-layered healthcare infrastructure for the pilgrims. This was stated by Union Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya after meeting with Uttarakhand State Health Minister Dhan Singh Rawat in New Delhi today. The state government had requested support from the centre for developing a health and emergency infrastructure for the lakhs of pilgrims who undertake the Char Dham Yatra every year. Dr. Mandaviya assured full support from the centre and stated that the best possible healthcare and health emergency infrastructure will be provided for the visiting pilgrims. The maiden joint military exercise Fringe X-23 between the Indian Army and French Army will be conducted at Bangalore Military Station, Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala on the 7th and 8th of this month. Both the armies are engaging in this format for the first time, with each contingent comprising a company group each from the Thiruvananthapuram-based Indian Army troops and French 6th Light Armoured Brigade. The exercise is aimed at enhancing interoperability, coordination and cooperation between both forces at tactical level. The scope of the exercise involves establishment and operationalization of a joint command post to secure an envisaged area for undertaking joint humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, establishing an internally displaced population camp and move of disaster relief material. The joint exercise will further cement defence cooperation with France, which is a key aspect of the overall Indo-France strategic partnership. Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur, along with his deputy in the ministry, Nishit Pramanik, chaired the first high-level committee meeting for the upcoming Paris Olympics in New Delhi today. The meeting, which was attended by representatives from the Ministry, Sports Authority of India and the Indian Olympic Association, discussed in detail the roadmap to the Paris Olympics that is to take place next year. They also took an update on the preparations for the upcoming Asian Games in Hangzhou this year. Our correspondent reports that the Asian Games are set to take place from the 23rd of September to the 8th of October in Hangzhou, China this year, while the Olympic Games are scheduled to take place from the 26th of July to the 11th of August in Paris, France next year. Several parts of Gujarat today witnessed unseasonal rain and hailstorm. Our correspondent reports that the thunderstorms accompanied by heavy rain and hail lashed South Gujarat districts such as Valsad, Surat, Dang, Narmada and Union Territory Daman, Amreli, Rajkot and the Saurashtra region, and several parts of Kutch also witnessed unseasonal showers for the second consecutive day today. Also, parts of North Gujarat, including Ahmedabad and Mehsana, also reported light rains with a sudden change in weather today. There were no immediate reports of damages due to the hailstorm. Farmers are concerned about the loss of crops due to the unexpected rains. In Indonesia, 11 people were killed and at least 50 others are missing after torrential rains and landslides battered western province of Riau Islands on Monday. The National Disaster Mitigation Agency spokesperson Abdul Muhari said the natural disaster in Natuna Regency of the province occurred due to heavy downpour and unstable soil conditions. In Women's Premier League, Royal Challengers Bangalore were 154 for 9 in 18.2 overs against Mumbai Indians at Brabant Stadium in Mumbai. When reports last came in earlier, Royal Challengers Bangalore won the toss and opted to bat. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says youth will lead the new manufacturing revolution to make India a manufacturing hub. Centre issues guidelines for celebrities and influencers on social media platforms to ensure that audiences are not misled by their endorsements. Reserve Bank of India launches mission to popularise use of digital payment among people. Strong healthcare support and emergency infrastructure to be created for pilgrims of Char Dham Yatra, says Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya. And in Women's Premier League, match between Mumbai Indians and Royal Challengers Bangalore underway in Mumbai. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.